Welcome to the homestead. So today is a gorgeous, beautiful spring day, early summer, late spring. And we are going to try to get the plastic on the hoop house. With the sun being out, it's ideal because it warms up the plastic, makes it a little bit stretchier, easier to tighten over it. But as you can see here, I've got some fixing to do. I started adjusting the walls a couple months ago, but never got back to it. So there's some repair work that I need to do to the end walls to stabilize it a little bit, straighten some of the boards, do just some upper things to be ready for it. The other thing is that we use PVC, which we learned that doesn't react well with the greenhouse plastic, creates a chlorine gas, actually, apparently, which is bad to breathe, obvious reasons, but it's also degrades the plastic and makes it fail much quicker. So a 4-year plastic will apparently degrade in as quickly as 1 year, and so we don't really want to do that. So I've got some tape, some metallic tape, actually, some aluminum for duct work. The leftover, I've got a good roll of that I'm going to use to just cover up the PVC before putting the plastic over it, and that should, from what I've read, provide a good barrier to help preserve the plastic. So gonna get working on that, getting the fixer-upper part done, and then we'll get the plastic out here on the grass, unroll it, let it get warmed up, and when the girls come back from their 4-H event this morning, we'll all put our effort into putting this up. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of our Premier One electric netting and just go from this side of the fence here just across there. Main idea is just to keep the pigs out and maybe keep the chickens out. Not going to energize it, just going to put it up to keep them on the other side, so that while I have the plastic laid out and I'm working over here, they're not coming over messing anything up. So that's what I'm going to go do first. So obviously I've got to straighten up that wall. Down and dirty again. What I'm going to use a T-post on it to brace it up until I can get it square, and then I can brace it with some wood in other places. Makes it work. So I got it pretty straightened up here, pretty vertical, pretty plumb. Just use the T-post there, put them on the inside so that the plastic on the outside, when we get around to putting plastic on the outside, will hold to secure it. I use some lock wire here, same with on this side, and use a little bit up on top there to hold it down there. I've got it secured there and there. So I think we're in pretty good shape as far as that goes. Now I'm going to turn my attention to getting, well, I've got to cut these cross members, the 2x2s there, they're sticking out a little bit, so I'm going to just cut them off flush there, so they'll be under the plastic. Those are cross members that go, obviously go across it. Hang tomato string from. Once that's done, this branch is bothering me, so I may see about getting a taller ladder out and cutting that down before, certainly before putting the plastic on. I may save that until I get all this other stuff done and spread out the plastic, let the plastic be warming up while I cut that down. Get the tape on the PVC. I think we're gonna be pretty close to. Oh, then I gotta start putting up the wiggle wire channel. I gotta put it along the base here. I hope I got enough to do the curve. I'm gonna do the curve first, because putting it up over and getting those ends on, from everything I've seen, is best and most important. So if I can at least get that on, then if I need to order the channel for the side or more channel for the side, I can do that. At least the plastic will be up. We'll go from there. So gonna trim those, gonna start putting the tape up. I'm gonna take that black irrigation line down too. We'll put it back up some other way at some other point. I wanted to redo that anyway, so I'm gonna snip that down and so I ran out of that other roll of tape, just a lot of surface area. I've got a little bit more of this kind. It's essentially the same stuff, and then I've got blue painter's tape. Again, the whole idea is just to provide a barrier between the PVC and the greenhouse plastic so that they don't chemically interact, or at least not as much. So I figured this should be fine for that purpose. Gonna go ahead and finish getting this done, and then I'm gonna work on getting the channel for the wiggle wire up. I don't think we're gonna get the actual plastic up today, because I forgot the girls have a gymnastics banquet tonight, so running out of time for that. But that's okay, you don't have to wait to see that, because you're gonna fast forward to it when I'm done with this. So beautiful thing about technology video. All right, gonna go. So it's actually been a couple weeks since we did the last part of the video with getting the hoop house ready for the plastic. Stuff comes up and gets in the way. It happens. But we're here today. It's a sunny day. Got the plastic all spread out. It's been sitting out in the sun for about 4 hours. And I've got all the wiggle wire track up. I think we're ready to give this a try. So get ready for some hilarious hijinks as we try to put this plastic up and make it all work. All right. got wiggle wire on the top in both ends, but obviously it's not very taut. Now, the wrinkles, some of these wrinkles are going to tighten out as we put the channel on the bottom there, but like you can see on that end there, I'm going to go back on that end, take the wiggle wire out and see about stretching. I'm going to go along and just kind of help take some of the slack out of it. I'm a little disappointed in this plastic. We've got a lot of holes so far, even in places where it wasn't really snagging on anything or on any sharp edges. Actually, as I'm putting the wiggle wire in even a little bit, sometimes where the wiggle wire is rubbing the track, like it tears right there. We have a lot of tape for repairing it, but I don't feel like the plastic should break that easily. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Okay, so the plastic's up. Got all the wiggle wire on that I'm gonna put on for now. Well, that's gonna be on. Got some holes to patch up. Like I said, I'm really kind of disappointed in how this plastic, how easily it tears. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more robust than that, but maybe I ordered the wrong stuff. I don't know. I'll look into that. Got a little bit of trimming to do. Got a little bit of wiggle wire overhang there. I can trim up there. Got some sticking out there that because once you get it in there, getting it back out again is a little difficult without tearing the plastic, because this plastic tears really easy. I'm really stuck on that. I'm really upset. But anyway, think what I'm gonna do at the ends, talk to the wife about this, is we're gonna do solid ends. So I think either just some 1/4 inch ply, or even some translucent panels, maybe half and half, maybe half 1/4 inch ply and half translucent panels to finish her up. But other than that, we'll probably make little update videos later on as we do that. But this was the last big thing for this project, was getting this plastic on. We're not gonna do plastic ends just because we're not that proficient yet. Now, a couple things while it's in my mind. Here, set this down. So obviously I would definitely use either a prefabbed frame from a company that does hoop houses. I've seen a couple on other channels. Or I would use EMT electrical conduit. Couple advantages on that. One is you don't have the reaction of the PVC with the plastic, so that wouldn't be an issue. So all that business I did with the taping and everything would be unnecessary. The other thing is that as you screw the wiggle wire, especially the curved piece, to it, it will hold better. The PVC, it holds it, but it doesn't hold it as tightly. So you can either screw it directly into it, or you can screw it through it and use some nuts and bolts. But it would also, it's going to provide better rigidity. We try to do this one with just the PVC on the cheap, and I know a lot of people out there do with the PVC on the cheap. I've done it. I've decided I'm not going to do another hoop house like that. Design wise, I think I'm sound. I think the 2 foot high, though Shauna kind of wants it a little higher next time, but the straight up and then bending over, no problem with the design, just the material. I think I will go with EMT conduit next time, and maybe have a different plan for the end walls, or not. We'll see how these end walls still work out. But I'm gonna call this series of videos the hoop house done. Like I said, we'll probably do little updates adding the end walls later on, but the plastic is on. The hoop house is good to go. It's gonna retain a lot of heat just as it is, even with the ends open. Now I just got to fix a problem with the irrigation system. I guess only one of the nozzles is actually spraying water. So with that, God be with you all in all that you do, and remember, keep the faith and keep up the fight. God bless. Bye-bye.